Does your dog stretch when they see you? Ever wondered what that really means? Or why they scratch the ground after going to the bathroom, or even nibble on things like dirt? Believe it or not, dogs might be talking to you through their behavior, and today, we're diving into 15 fascinating curiosities about your four-legged friend that will make you see them in a completely new light. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why your dog does what they do, but you'll also discover how they're silently communicating with you every single day. We're going to break down these behaviors and give you insights into their deeper meanings, helping you connect with your dog on a whole new level. Trust me, some of these might just surprise you. Stay with us until the end because the last curiosity is about a gesture of such pure affection. Once you understand it, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. You won't want to miss it. Before we jump into it, if you're passionate about understanding your dog better and want to learn more about their amazing world, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our exciting videos. Let's get started. 1. Why do dogs scratch the ground after eliminating? Have you ever noticed your dog scratching the ground after going to the bathroom? It's not just about covering their waste, this behavior actually serves a deeper purpose, marking territory. When dogs scratch the ground, they're releasing pheromones from glands in their paws, sending out a chemical message to other dogs that the area is already claimed. This instinctive behavior is a trait passed down from their wolf ancestors, who used the same technique to protect their territory and communicate with other animals. By understanding this, we can better appreciate the territorial nature of dogs and the way they communicate through their actions, even when it seems like a simple habit. 2. Why do dogs chase their tails? We've all seen it, dogs spinning around in circles, chasing their own tails. But why do they do this? For puppies, tail chasing is often a form of playful exploration as they discover their own bodies. However, in adult dogs, it can be a sign of boredom, stress, or even an underlying health issue. Sometimes, it's an expression of compulsive behavior, linked to things like allergies, tail irritation, or a lack of stimulation in their environment. If this becomes a frequent behavior, it's important to look for ways to engage your dog with more physical or mental activities. The more we understand why our dogs chase their tails, the better we can address any potential issues and keep them happy and healthy. 3. Why do dogs have zoom eyes? Fraps. The zoom eyes, those moments when your dog suddenly bursts into a wild sprint, running laps around the house or yard with no apparent reason. It's not just a funny quirk. Zoom eyes, or frenetic random activity periods, fraps, are actually a healthy way for dogs to release pent-up energy. This behavior is especially common in younger dogs or after exciting events, like a bath or playtime. It's a positive sign that your dog is feeling happy and energetic. However, make sure they have a safe space to zoom around in, as their high-speed runs can sometimes lead to accidents. So next time your dog takes off running, remember, they're just letting off some steam in the most joyful way. 4. Why do dogs jump on people to greet them? Does your dog jump on you the moment you walk through the door? It's a common behavior, and while it might seem like an annoyance at times, it's rooted in a natural instinct. When dogs jump up, they're trying to reach our faces, much like puppies do with adult wolves in the wild to get attention or food. It's their way of expressing excitement and affection, and it's a behavior that's been carried over from their wild ancestors. However, while jumping is a sign of joy, it can be redirected with some training to ensure calmer greetings. So, instead of seeing it as a bad habit, remember that your dog's jump is just their way of saying, "I'm so happy to see you." 5. Why do dogs eat poop? Coprophagia. One of the more puzzling behaviors in dogs is coprophagia, or eating poop. It's not exactly the most appetizing habit, but there are a few reasons why dogs do it. For puppies, it's often a phase of exploration as they discover their environment. But for adult dogs, it could be linked to nutritional deficiencies, environmental factors, or even a need to clean their living area. In fact, some mother dogs eat their puppies' feces to keep the area tidy. If your dog engages in this behavior regularly, it's worth investigating their diet or environment. A visit to the vet might help rule out any underlying health issues and ensure your dog is getting the right nutrients. 6. Why do dogs sleep belly up? Have you ever caught your dog sleeping belly up, with all four paws in the air? While it might seem like a cute and funny position, it's actually a powerful sign of trust and relaxation. When a dog sleeps in this vulnerable position, exposing their belly, they are showing you just how secure they feel. It's not a posture they adopt lightly. Dogs will only sleep like this when they feel completely safe in their environment and with the people around them. So, if your dog trusts you enough to sleep belly up, take it as a huge compliment. It's a clear indication that your dog feels at ease and knows they're in good hands. 7. Why do dogs love sunbathing? Ever notice how your dog loves basking in the sun? There's more to it than just enjoying the warmth. Sun exposure helps dogs produce vitamin D, which is crucial for strong bones and a healthy immune system. It's especially beneficial for older dogs or those with joint pain, as the warmth helps to relax their muscles and relieve discomfort. However, just like us, dogs need to be cautious with prolonged sun exposure. It can lead to overheating or even burns. So while it's fine to let your dog enjoy the sun, always make sure they have access to shade and fresh water nearby, especially on hot days. Let them soak in the rays, but keep an eye on their comfort. 8. Why do dogs lick people's feet? It might seem a little odd, but many dogs love licking people's feet. This behavior is a way for dogs to show affection and bond with you. Human sweat glands release salts and other chemical compounds that dogs find intriguing. Licking is also a way for dogs to explore these scents and communicate with us, as it's similar to how they might lick other members of their pack to show affection or respect. If your dog licks your feet, it's usually a sign of love. However, if it gets excessive or bothersome, it can be redirected through training. Just remember, it's all part of their unique way of saying, "I love you." 9. Why do dogs nibble hands during petting? Does your dog ever nibble on your hands while you're petting them? It may seem a little strange, but it's actually an affectionate gesture, one that most dogs learn in their puppyhood. When dogs are young, they play by nibbling each other's ears, paws, and faces as part of socializing. This nibbling, or gentle mouthing, is often carried into adulthood as a way to show affection. It's their way of saying, "I like this, keep going." If the nibbling becomes too much, though, it's important to set boundaries and redirect the behavior. Offering chew toys or training can help keep this behavior in check while still allowing your dog to express their love. 10. Why do dogs bark at nothing? Ever wonder why your dog seems to bark at thin air, or at nothing at all? It can be a bit unsettling, but don't worry, there's usually a logical explanation. Dogs have far more acute senses than we do, and they can hear high-frequency sounds or detect smells and vibrations that are completely undetectable to us. So when your dog starts barking at seemingly nothing, they could be reacting to something we can't perceive, like a distant sound or even a tiny vibration in the air. Sometimes, barking is just their way of releasing energy or expressing excitement. However, if your dog is barking frequently with no apparent reason, it might be worth looking into whether they're feeling anxious, bored, or overstimulated. Keep an eye on the context, and make sure they're not trying to communicate something important. 11. Why do dogs follow their humans everywhere? If you've ever had your dog trail you from room to room, you might have wondered why they seem to be glued to your side. The truth is, dogs are naturally pack animals, and in the wild, they follow the leader for protection and security. When your dog follows you around, it's their way of expressing their deep bond with you, as they see you as their leader or protector. This behavior is also a sign of comfort and trust. They feel safe knowing you're nearby. It's a clear display of affection and loyalty, as they want to stay close to the one they trust most. So, when your dog follows you everywhere, it's not just about being nosy, it's a gesture of love and security. 12. Why do dogs eat dirt? If your dog has ever eaten dirt, you may have been perplexed or even worried about it. While it might seem strange, eating dirt can be a sign of a few different things. Some dogs are just naturally curious and may nibble on soil to explore their environment, but in other cases, it might point to a nutritional deficiency. Dogs that are missing certain minerals, like iron or zinc, might turn to dirt as a source of those nutrients. It can also indicate digestive discomfort, as some dogs eat dirt to help soothe an upset stomach. If you notice this behavior happening frequently, it's a good idea to visit the vet to rule out any underlying health problems and make sure your dog is getting the right nutrients. In general, though, occasional dirt eating isn't necessarily something to panic about, but if it becomes a habit, it's worth getting checked out. 13. Why do dogs sit with their backs to their humans? Have you ever noticed your dog sitting with their back to you, facing the room or outside? It may seem like they're ignoring you, but in reality, it's a profound sign of trust. By sitting with their back to you, they're showing that they feel secure enough to lower their guard. In the wild, dogs and other pack animals keep an eye on their surroundings for danger, but when they turn their back on you, it signifies that they trust you enough to have their back covered. It's a powerful demonstration of their safety and confidence in your presence. So, when your dog turns their back to you, it's actually a gesture of affection, showing they trust you completely to look out for them. 14. Why do dogs drag their bottoms on the floor? At some point, we've all seen a dog scoot or drag their bottom along the floor. While it may seem funny at first, this behavior usually signals discomfort. One of the most common causes is full or inflamed anal glands. When these glands become blocked or irritated, dogs often drag their bottoms to relieve the pressure. However, this behavior can also point to other issues, such as worms, allergies, or skin irritations around their bottom area. If this happens frequently, it's important to have your dog checked by a vet to avoid further complications and ensure they're comfortable. Don't ignore it, it could be an indication that something's off, and a visit to the vet can help keep your dog feeling their best. 15. Why do dogs stretch when they see you? Ever notice your dog stretching when you walk in the door or when they're excited to see you? This isn't just a random stretch, it's actually called the play bow, and it's full of meaning. When dogs stretch like this, it's a greeting, signaling that they're happy to see you and ready for interaction. The play bow is often accompanied by a wagging tail or excited behavior, signaling joy and affection. It's also an invitation to play. Your dog is saying, "I'm happy to be with you, and I want to have fun." This stretch isn't just about waking up stiff muscles, it's a social cue that reflects how much your dog enjoys being around you and is eager to share time together. So, next time your dog stretches, know that it's their way of showing love and excitement to interact with you. Wow, we've covered a lot today. From scratching the ground to mark territory, to chasing their tails, zoom eyes, and even stretching with excitement when they see us, these 15 behaviors reveal just how much dogs communicate with us through their actions. Understanding the deeper meanings behind these behaviors can help us connect with our dogs in a whole new way, strengthening our bond and ensuring they feel understood and loved. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to observe your dog and see if you notice any of these behaviors in action. How do they communicate with you? Share your experiences and observations in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. And, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about your dog's world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got so much more to explore together. Remember, our dogs communicate with us in many ways, through their actions, body language, and behaviors. So, let's take the time to listen and truly understand them. And if you're curious about how dogs see the world and what their vision is like, check out our next video. It'll open your eyes to the fascinating way dogs perceive their surroundings. See you there.